obviously, I mean, the games we've had so far this year, as long as we have time on the clock, we got a chance. And our guys truly, truly believe that from the bottom of their hearts. So that's a good feeling to have. And just guys executing, doing all the little things right. Shep on a scramble drill to score the touchdown to tie it. And then after Tay's interception, just guys having the wherewithal, shot in the critical moments, staying in bounds, making them burn timeouts to where we can have the last kick. And then obviously Chase, perfect day. It's great to have him. And yeah, I know it was high scoring, but in the end, it was complimentary football that won us the game.
Hello, Bucs fans. Welcome to Real Bucs Talk. We are live here on a Monday. It is good to be back, and I'm happy that I am okay health-wise after yesterday's game. Mark had to take some blood pressure medication once I got home because that game was, every game this team has won, it seems like it's been that kind of finish. But Buccaneers are 4-1. I think you have to feel pretty good about that. It's awesome to see. I mean, you see it here. Well, no, not that one. I can never get these things right. But there it is. So Buccaneers in first place, 4-1. That has to feel good. And that was a hell of a win yesterday against a very good team in Seattle. So,
hey, come on.
Yeah.
There we go. 4-1.
Yeah.
Damn, imagine if we start getting 11 wins, 12 wins. It's going to be a lot of woos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very stressful, very great TV, though. Great TV. It was fun, exciting. There was chairs being thrown, screams. It's wild, though. Like, the refs themselves, I don't know what the hell they see at times. And then the stuff where Baker Mayfield pulls something out of his ass and just does it. It's like they step up in the hardest moment to make it seem like it's just routine. Then we get a little bit of luck here and there, but either way, a great game. First half, you think you're going to blow them out, and then what the hell's happening? The last 2 minutes, they just give it up, and then they end up taking the lead.
Yeah.
First possession of the second half. So it's like, what are we watching here? And then it's just back and forth. Like you said, take some blood pressure medicine because both our voices got worked on that one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you look at the game, obviously a pretty good start for the Buccaneers offense. They get out to a 13-0 lead. You think, oh, maybe this is a game where we might be able to pull away and find a way to win comfortably. But unfortunately, the Seahawks offense got going after a couple incidents or mistakes on their part. The fumble pitch, they missed a field goal as well, which ended up being huge in the outcome. And then they got going, especially towards the end of the first half, score a touchdown. And then in the second half, just couldn't be stopped until that last drive that they had when it mattered. Levante able to get an interception. Logan Hall with the assist. Antoine Winfield with the blitz. So it worked out in that regard. And Baker talked about it in the intro there. Playing complementary football, they had opportunities for other interceptions, but we had stupid flags that were not flags. I know the topic in the chat right now is about SirVocea Dennis, but there's a lot of bad as far as the defense goes. You can't put everything on SirVocea. I know a lot of people want to try to replace him, but I don't think it was all his fault yesterday as far as the defense goes. So I mean, what's your thoughts on that? I know there's a lot of talk about SirVocea and how his play has been.
I mean, there's also Brandon Williams threw that out there. Why Zion can't catch? Yeah. I mean, you put it out there on Twitter, like he missed an assignment. It's a cover 3 post back. He actually's telling everyone to go with his man, and he covers no one, which ends up the should have been sack. It would have ended the game, but they end up getting a touchdown out of that. Missed assignments were all over the place. Is it because Dean and Morrison weren't in there and Parrish and Vildor had to exchange time on the outside? Maybe. But also, give credit to Sam Darnold dialing it up and, hitting some great passes in there as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, overall, Also, the identity stuff we talked about earlier in the offseason, like, we didn't blitz much. And then the one time they do blitz, look what happened. We get an interception to win the game.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating part of it. I think that some of it was respect to Darnold, saying how good he can dial it up. And if you did give him easier access to read the field, he could probably hit you harder. Or maybe some of it was from seeing what happened with Jalen Hurts. We blitzed so much in the first half, and they just took advantage. So, I mean, copycat league, right?
Yeah.
Overall, like, the identity of it, you got to mix it in somewhere, like, a little bit more often. Like, it can't be just you're just all blitz or no blitz. Like, we have a little balance of that. But I don't think it's all Servatier. That's a long-winded answer to say it wasn't all Servatier Dennis's fault that.
Yeah.
I mean, Levante David gave up a touchdown, missed tackle touchdown.
Yeah. I mean,
more than just him.
Yeah, the linebackers in general. I mean, Levante's clearly lost a step. He has one of the highest missed tackle percentages out there. I think it's around 29%. So it's not good. Usually that's a sign where, at age 35, he's starting to deteriorate from a play standpoint. And again, there was just a lot of fundamentally things that just didn't go right. Todd Bowles talked about that. I think it was also, like you mentioned, with Jacob Parrish on the outside, and then also Vildor back there. They wanted to protect the secondary a little bit, and they were playing more off coverage. I know a lot of Bucs fans were talking about that, trying to pick up the aggression, but also, the front four. I think the pass rush has to be more in line, and they missed opportunities for sacks, and you have to finish those plays. So defensively, yes, I know that was, one of the down spots in the game, but they found ways to make key plays when it mattered, and getting that interception by Levante to assist a great game by the offense. This was the best offensive game so far this year. Baker Mayfield was outstanding, basically put the team on his back. Rashad White was outstanding. Emeka Ibuka, who we had a film study on earlier today, be sure to check that out, was just sealed the deal as far as being offensive rookie of the year, or at least in the lead for that category. Cade Otton, Tez Johnson, all these guys stepped up. But Baker was just the best we've seen him, I think, as a Buccaneer. Like, he played outstanding in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I touched on it in the Emeka Ibuka film study. It wasn't just Emeka Ibuka's best game as a pro. I mean, he didn't drop anything. Like, that's not, again, something I touched on. Every game he's dropped a ball.
Yeah.
Up until this point, every game it was either a crucial first down. These are drive extending plays that he would just mindlessly drop. It was like a brain fart. It was like one a game. Like, Mike Evans has that sparingly. We get pissed off about it. You're just trying to get to where you're a great player. You got to be consistent, right? Anything that came near him, he grabbed it. 7 targets, 7 catches. And every time it's either based off of setting something up schematically or just being able to get to that point, right? But it wasn't just him. Baker was reading it perfectly, like setting things up, getting the ball out, and he had time. So there was a lot of good things that happened in this game, considering, they had injuries in the secondary, but still the ball was coming out fast. The ball was getting to a point where it needed to be, and it was quick. Like, I think there was just one drop by Chris Godwin that I kind of got frustrated with, and we had to kick a field goal. But I mean, overall, there was a lot of great reads. I think maybe he had one or two where he passed it to like Rashad White in the backfield, and he should have just thrown the damn ball away. But I mean, overall, great from both players.
Yeah. I mean, again, Baker. I mean, just looking at Baker's stats, I think he is in the running, or at least should be in the running for MVP. I mean, when you talk about most valuable player, Baker is that guy for the Buccaneers, because without him, I don't think this team is where they are right now. when you look at the just overall stats, and obviously yesterday's game helps them in terms of completion percentage up to 65% now. The 7.5 yards per pass, really good. 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's the big one right there. He does have 9 sacks on the year, but over the last couple of games, that number has decreased from the 4 against Houston. And yesterday was probably the best the offensive line played as far as pass protection overall. A lot better. Graham Barton, Luke Haggard, all the guys in the interior looked a lot better. Charlie Heck had some misses here and there, but he was, much more stout than he has been in the past. So I thought that was a good sign, and hopefully that continues.
No, that he's still.
Yeah.
Heck is still. There was one play I saw. He totally turned around. I was like, you can't. What, you got to sidestep, my brother, shuffle something like.
Yeah.
But I mean.
But again, that's not going to last for long. Luke Gedeke is on the way back. I think he's going to be back within the next couple of weeks. So that's a huge lift, and you only have to worry about that right guard position. So,
hey, Haggard played a lot better.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Like, especially if you look again, even just looking at the big plays that happened, there was a easy pocket, step into, throw through. There was no one falling into him. Actually, who got blocked into Baker's knee, and we ended up getting a flag? Who was it? Was that Haggard or was that Bredesen? Someone got blocked backwards.
Oh, into his leg?
Yeah, remember when we got the flag? But, I mean, Haggard played well. From the snaps I've been seeing so far, he's played well. Now, I'm not going to say he played great. The people don't want to jump on me about the Dean's stuff, but he played better than he did last week. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And better than he did the week before that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a good step forward. I think what they did was, move in the pocket, like I talked about with you, is like, utilize play action. We did that much better. Yes. Yeah, he's not great. He's not even probably good, but I think they worked around it. They did just enough to, mitigate the poor level of play by Charlie Heck. So that's important. And also like running the ball to the right side. Like they ran the ball to the right side on that.
Win the game.
That big third down, basically sealed the edge and got around in space. So I think getting the continuity there, I think that's on the trending upwards, and hopefully that continues going into this coming game against the 49ers. But offensively, it was just a well executed, good game plan. Things were clicking, utilizing play action and motion. Tez Johnson was another guy that was just, I thought, really good, especially in all the details of his, run blocking, creating space for others, and then just being aware of all the situations that were going on. Really good by him. And I think his ability to make people miss is just fun to watch on screen, especially when he knocks out other players for the other team. Like he ducks at the proper moment and basically knocks out 2 Seattle players in their secondary, which I thought was hilarious. They just can't tackle this guy. You can't tackle him cleanly, which I thought was really fun to see.
That was hilarious to hear Baker Mayfield say,
"Yeah,
we want him to get down, and not take a hit."
Yeah,
but
he doesn't get hit.
But that's the thing. When he does get hit, it's going to be hurt. Like,
Right.
Bucky just learned that this week, right?
Yeah.
You can't be taking that many big hits, especially when you're that small. But I think it was the first catch he had where he made 2 people miss, and it was just so close. Not the one where he knocked someone out, but like, how the hell they can't touch him? It's crazy. I'm like, if they do touch him, it's going to hurt. But damn, they put a foot in the ground twice, bang bang, and it just magical. But fun way they can use him, like screens, and then a lot of it early on was just go deep. That's all they did.
Yeah.
But now he's actually being used, and they're like, holy crap, he can catch. Oh, he can make someone miss. It's not just college stuff. So you're opening up Pandora's box for ways you can use them more. And for a wide receiver room that's already loaded with now potential superstar in Ibuka, hopefully it's getting Chris Godwin to get healthier and getting his feet under him again.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Mike comes back would be phenomenal. Not to mention Jalen McMillan, who's sitting there waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
And just so much potential for this offense. I kind of told you that today. It's like it's going to be like the damn Super Bowl offense where you had 3 legit number ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like so one of them will be open. It's got to be, right? It's just who is it? It's just up to the quarterback to find it.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting. And this is like more future talk, but it'll be interesting to see like when the team does have McMillan, Godwin, Evans, and Ibuka back on the field, what happens with the other receivers as far as like Cam Johnson, Ryan Miller, and Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson probably has earned, and I forget about Sterling Shepard, who Sterling has probably been the best overall receiver this season so far as consistency and like catching the ball, being in the right spot, getting open, just being a clutch player. I mean, he gets the tying touchdown at the end of the game on a play where he's getting basically held and grabbed. He gets off the guy.
See how he did it too? Threw his ass off.
Yeah, he's like, get off of me. And then he makes the catch in traffic. And yeah, really good. And it was funny because I was like, I kind of wish he would have dropped it because there's too much time left on the clock. But
plus was heated. Way to go. You scored with too much damn time, Michael. Plus, we scored, though.
Yeah. And it was just a great play. And it made it happen. I was like, oh, are we going to go for 2? They thought about going for 2, but it kind of worked in our favor because I think if we would have went for 2 and got it, who knows like how the Bucs defense would have played. Would we have sent that blitz? Who knows? So I'm just glad it worked out the way it did. Buccaneers are 4-1. It's awesome to see. And not to mention Cade Otton, tight end 1, stepped up in a big way. I thought that was really cool to see how they utilized him. We finally got the tight end screen and a big conversion on that play.
That was huge, man. It was just wide the hell open after that.
Yeah.
It was cool to see him get involved early too. Like the very first drive, getting him a deep pass, middle of the field. I mean, he himself says it. He's just being in there to help with the passing game, the blocks. And that's another reason why probably Heck looks so bad, because you look at Tristan Wirfs and it's an all-world, the best player in the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
The touchdown runs, I'm like, right there. That's why he's that damn good. He can get out and move. He's an ultimate protector, just manhandles grown men. So then you see Heck, like, what's going on? And where's athleticism there? But like, because he's back, Cade, okay, we don't necessarily have to have you worry on both sides. Just go out there and play football. And again, that adds to the wrinkles you can throw in your offense when you actually have time to throw the ball. And your interior's defending well or blocking well. 3 are your original guys, and Barton, Bredesen, and Wirfs are out there. Haggard and Heck, they're doing a serviceable job, right? I think Haggard did a good job. I'm just put out there. But maybe it's because he just needed the experience, hopefully. But let's see. Let's keep moving forward. But overall, like Cade Otton getting involved in the passing game, I want more of.
Yeah, I thought just the way they started the game, Baker does the play action bootleg, rolls to the left, throws it, across, like has to throw it in a weird way, but he gets the ball out there to Cade Otton in space for a huge gain. And I thought that was really cool to see, like how this offense so far under Josh Grizzard, it's all about attacking downfield. It's all about taking shots. It's about the vertical passing game, intermediate passing game, deep routes. The big play to Ibuka for, what was that, 57 yards, could have been another touchdown for him. That was just a great, well-designed play. I'll see if I can bring it up here, but that was just really cool to see. Yeah, to see him operate as far as downfield and making that happen. The double move, but also built into that, you had the cargo screen on the other side. So you had basically two-way go.
Well,
And
also, you had the
multiple.
exact play where he scored the touchdown on too.
Yeah.
So let me see. I don't know how you can add it to it, but
Yeah, I'll get it up there. Hold on. Yeah, there it is right there. But so basically, you're going to see Rachaad White. He's going to go out to the top of the screen here. And Abuka is basically singled up here at the bottom. But it's a great job by Baker. And as far as realizing his eyes, he's going to shift his eyes towards the right. So he's looking at first the guy in the slot, which I believe, I don't know if that's Sterling Shepard or Tez Johnson, but basically he's running that vertical. He's carrying both of these safeties. So, and that's all because of the eye deception. And then you have a wide open Abuka who I thought it was funny. People were talking about his separation scores. The guy
right.
can separate, like he's wide open. If Baker puts this out in front, it's probably an easy walk-in touchdown. But again, gets the job done. That's a hard catch too. Like that's a tough catch because you have to maintain focus and make sure this ball doesn't bounce off of your body. But yeah, you can see like how wide open he had. Plenty of options. He could throw it out here to Rachaad, but they go for the big shot, and that's a great concentration play.
But what's also huge is this is the exact same play that he scored in the touchdown earlier in the game. It's the post with the in.
Yeah.
So you have a deep post, then you have an in. Oh, no, yeah, never mind. An in here. No, actually, I lied. Deep.
Yeah, and then the in route. Yep, correct.
So they almost have the exact same route concepts. Boom. Okay, where are they going to go? And it's just reading and reacting. Like, where is the safety going to go? The safety goes after one guy, feed it the other way. And loved it. And then, like you just mentioned, though, like if that's not there, they all cover deep. Look how wide ass open underneath is. You got a blocker in front of you with K-Dot and throw it to your running back. They have to converge, but still, like you got a lead blocker. You're going to pick up some yards. Like he ends up going for the big one, and there it is. And I'll show the reverse angle too. Sterling Shepard slaps him in the face a couple times. Look at the pass coverage or pass blocking. Haggard right there doing a good job. Here's where Heck gets turned around. I'm like, what are you doing? Watch this.
And then he goes by him. Yeah. It's not great, Bob. But again, just the concentration there by Abuka. And again, good overall pass protection. Good job by Haggard to maintain the guy that Heck passes off to him. And you see the eye manipulation, and then he's going back to his left. He sees it and lets it fly. And again, just good concentration there. That's a tough play to make. Like catching it like that.
Is also hands late. I mean, I know that's something you do when you're really covered.
Yeah.
But like, don't put your hands up too early. That's for like in the future, if a defender's there, he can knock it down because he knows your hands are reaching.
Right.
Perfect. I mean, everything about it was perfect.
Yep. And he almost slid in for a touchdown. So yeah, that was really cool to see. But yeah, be sure to check that out, guys. It's up on our YouTube. It's also up on our Substack for the full version. You can see it there. But yeah, I mean, offense overall, the creation, the play design, I think was just really cool to see. And I think Grizzard's just going to continue to get better. Hopefully, this type of execution continues, because when you look at the team stats, again, offensively, it was a very efficient day, 7 of 11 on third down. And a lot of those plays were like third and longs. I mean, the touchdown to Abuka was 3rd and 15. So that's really good. I'm trying to get the red zone numbers. That was a big area. So to convert on 4 or 6, that's a much better improvement. And also the flags were way less, only 4 penalties on the day. So that really helped out the Buccaneers. But the biggest number, the turnover battle, having 2-0. That's huge.
And then go back over to Baker's stats. Like you get 0 turnovers. Like how many times he has throws. He has 33 throws, no turnovers.
Yeah.
As opposed to Darnold, I think he had like 40 throws, 2 turnover, or 1 turnover. But still, like that you just said, the biggest number is a goose egg for turnovers. And that's where I wanted to also mention not only is it great for Baker high volume not to throw any interceptions, but everyone last week was saying, oh, we need to get creative. We need to keep getting creative. The Seahawks go creative, and guess what? They fumble the ball because it's something that's uncharacteristic to what is normal. It's just execution that's off. And the more creative you get, the less execution is going to be because you're throwing in variants that you're not normally doing, and the defense doesn't know about it. But hell, the offense ain't going to know about it much either because they don't run it that much. And that's why it's a creative play. The Bucs did one creative play. It didn't go nowhere, but it looked badass, right? The behind the back pitch. I think who did it go to? Did they go to Ibuka or was that to Tez? No, it was just Sterling Shepard, I think.
I think it was either Tez. It might have been Cam Johnson, to be honest. But yeah.
But there was just 3 different options. But I'm like, it's first damn down. You know it's a running down. It was a creative play, but it went nowhere. So don't necessarily think you always have to get creative. You just have to execute on the plays that you actually have that work. Because clearly everything's been working. It's either been a drought pass, lack of execution, an inaccurate pass. None of that happened this week. Like it was perfect on the money throws, everyone catching besides the one drop by Godwin early. Overall, like the offense was humming on a high level too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they were doing everything right in this game. And again, I thought it was just really cool to see the execution, the fast starts. Yeah, in the first couple of drives, you would have liked to see those field goals be touchdowns instead. You had Chris Godwin uncharacteristic drop on third and short, drops it that sets up the field goal. And then I think the other drive we might have had either a penalty or something that negated a drive. So just little things like that you want to continue to pick up. But for this offense to produce like it did, especially against a very good Seattle's defense, again, they had a lot of injuries. I mean, Weatherspoon was out, DeMarcus Lawrence. There was a lot of key starters out on both sides. But to go into that environment and still find a way to win, I think is huge. And being at 4-1, that is really good start for the Buccaneers. And like we talked about this, Mark, and I'll let you touch on it more. This league isn't about style points. It doesn't matter how you win. It's about finding ways to win. And that's what the Buccaneers are doing right now.
And it's something like Todd Bowles has been saying it as well. It's like last year we lost all these games.
Yeah.
Guess what? Now we're finding a way to win these games. It's a very huge thing. And it's a culture building thing. It's a consistency thing. And actually knowing that you can win them. Like if you start losing these games, you're just like, oh shit, we're in this pickle again. We're going to lose. You get the momentum of against you. You're talking negativity. You're going to lose it. Right now, every situation that's like it's close, they know Baker's going to get us through this. They know. They just either Baker or the team, they have that confidence in them that, okay, it doesn't matter the situation. We're going to come back or we're going to score in this final drive. They know it. So if there's another team that has any doubt, the execution's been working. And it's like I mentioned to you, it's like the Chiefs from last year. Almost every damn game was a one possession game. And they had the mock-up. I think we even brought it up on one of our live streams. It was like if you flipped one score games of the Chiefs and the Bucs, we were like 8-1 and they were 1-8.
Yeah.
So it's the exact same scenario. Be happy you're winning games. I know you said it last week. You're like, oh shit, we could be 0-4. But we're not.
Yeah.
Right? We're 3-1 at that point.
Yep.
One loss, guys. And a lot of it was lack of execution early on. And you put yourself in that shithole, that's what happens. And I told you, I go, no, the defense is going to get turnovers this game. I mentioned, like, they're going to get 2. I called it. But I was like, they just need to get out of their own way. If you don't turn the ball over, you're going to win a lot of games. And that's what happened. And I didn't know the offense would blow up that much. But still, like, it is a good offense, and they're not even all the way healthy yet. It just makes you think how good it can be. And it's just, win with what you have in front of you. It's a week-to-week league. You say that the best. It's like, look what happened to the Lions. Now they're having to deal with injuries too. So it's like good teams find a way. Because week 1, where you're all healthy, guess what? Things start happening. Coaching needs to come in. And I know a lot of people hate on Todd Bowles. Well, guess what? Like, coaching wise, he called that blitz at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Win you the game. He should have done a lot more earlier. Yes, maybe so. But he dialed it up when it needed it, and look what happened. So
I think that's a great point. Again, he, found a way. He called a money play situation, and they executed it. They called a good blitz where it works. Winfield got free on the pressure, and again, Logan Hall's helmet, great job getting in the way, knocking that ball to Levante David, and then Levante David making the catch, I think, was the most important thing. And that, it allows your offense to take control of the ball, and Rachaad White getting that first down basically seals the deal. And then Chase McLaughlin, knocking in the field goals. So I think that was huge. And you're talking about the defense, and like there was plays to be made in that game yesterday. There's a lot of plays, especially in the secondary, where guys were in position, unfortunately just couldn't come down with the ball or make a play on the football. So I think we saw a lot of that where, again, it was just great plays by the Seahawks, and you have to give them credit on those. Zion McCollum, catches the ball at the goal line. That's probably a pick six. Who knows what happens then? And, defense makes a stop there. You're up 20-0 going into halftime instead of 13-7. So there's just like little things that they were.
Even the drive where they tied the game, they got it at the 1 yard line. Yaya tips it in the air. He could have intercepted it. Could have been a tip. We could have gotten something.
Right.
Ultimately ends up being a completed pass for a first down.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, like you're right.
It was just
right.
Yeah, it was one of those games, especially for the defense, where the luck just wasn't on their side. They weren't getting the bounces. I mean, Winfield had an opportunity to knock down a ball, the deep play to JSN.
50-50 ball.
And then there's just a lot of those plays where we were in position, but we just couldn't finish the play. Yaya Diaby and Hassan Reddick just make the sack. Like, you're right there. You got to bring down Sam Darnold. I think that's one of the areas that needs to improve, especially if this team wants to go where they want to go, and that is the pass rush has to finish plays. Yaya and Hassan Reddick really have to step up their game and get after the quarterback and finish. They have to come down with sacks. Pressures aren't going to be good enough. You got to find ways to make plays and finish and create turnover-worthy plays. I think that's going to be important, especially with the defensive tackles like Vita Vea. All we need him to do is just push the pocket, condense, push, disrupt. Logan Hall, same thing. Just stay in one spot and just push forward. Don't try to do these swim moves. And again, he was another one that could have had a sack. He misses the play. Like, he's right there. He actually made a good move. He got off the block, but couldn't finish. So those are the things that need to improve. They got to figure out the defensive line rotation, especially with Kalijah Cansey out. I want to see more of Elijah Roberts and Elijah Simmons. They only had, I think, 12 snaps, and I think Simmons had less than that. I think he had like 9 snaps. So I want to see more of those guys play. And it just has to get better overall. The linebackers are going to be the linebackers. I think, Servassier, yes, I want to see him be more aggressive, especially in run fits. I know Brandon Williams was talking about that. I'll definitely tune in and try to watch that. But yeah, I mean, they got to be better overall. I think the secondary has been fine so far this year, and they're going to get better once Jamel Dean and Benjamin Morrison come back. So I'm not too worried about the secondary overall.
Yeah, like you just said, though, like they were in position a lot of times. The interception that got called back, I still don't see it. I just don't see it at all.
Yeah, that wasn't a flag.
It wasn't. So, I mean, that's another massive altering play. And it's everything working together, like you just mentioned, like finish your sacks, just be in position, and then make a play when it's there. And Byron Murphy. The level of play from Dean and Morrison to Vildor, I think, is massive.
Mm-hmm.
And it just showed there because they interchanged. Usually he leaves everyone where they are.
Yeah.
He would say, no, Parrish, get the hell back out and outside. I got this movie back inside. And even Tyke Smith, I don't think he had a good game. Like, especially in the running game. He's usually really good in there. He got washed out a lot. Like, our run defense was an issue, and I don't think it was just Cervasier. I think it's a combination of whenever they bring that safety in the box, he's helping so much. Maybe it was partly because Parrish had to get moved out as well. Like, the consistent factor that is that run-stopping bunch of guys in there, because they've been doing so well, and it just did not look good.
Yeah, I think, again, that goes into the combination of Seattle did a really good job of getting the outside runs to work. They were really pushing guys in and getting those seal blocks, allowing their guys to get to the outside. Kenneth Walker is really good at that. And that also goes to why, like, Jamel Dean is so important, because he is very good against the run. Benjamin Morrison, I thought, was doing good things against the run as well. So there's a lot of things where those guys can help out. It also allows Jacob Parrish to be that inside player where he's better at, and he can read and dissect instead of playing on the outside and trying to get off of, certain receiver blocks. So it gives him a little bit more freedom. But yeah, that's something they're going to have to fix, especially this week as you turn to San Francisco. Got to stop Christian McCaffrey. That is their offense. So you got to find a way to limit him. And you got to get after the quarterback, whether that's Mac Jones or Brock Purdy, for sure.
Let's get back to that identity. Don't be scared about it. Mix and match. Find opportunities where you think that they're going to blitz, but you really drop back. He was doing a lot of simulated pressures, but we got to bring it sometimes. Make them think. Make them double guess what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, again, to just to wrap up this game, I thought it's just a huge victory that's going to go a long way towards the end of the year, because I'll bring up the Bucs schedule, because obviously you have San Francisco coming up, and I want to get into this point of how, like, the NFL is such a week to week league, and I think a lot of fans don't understand that as much as they should, because there's so much talk about, a lot of fans want to talk into the future and, like, look down the road, but this game, the league is just, it's always week to week type of game.
Because you were mentioning with the Lions and their injuries,
and
it sucks, because we always think when we make these projections the first time we get the schedule, like, oh, we're going to win that one, but it's like you don't really think about Mike Evans is going to miss 4 to 6 weeks, right? Or San Francisco, they're without George Kittle, right? A massive target in the middle of the field that's a safety blanket for any quarterback. Joe Burrow out for the season. It's pretty much, right? So Cincinnati's like, oh, we're going someplace. Well, whoops. So, it's very difficult to project when huge money maker guys that are playmakers for your team go out. It's just tough overall. But great teams find a way. So if you get wins, respect the win and keep moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. And you just look at the next 3 games before the bye week. So you have obviously the 49ers this week. Again, that's going to be a great matchup. Again, they're 4-1. They just came off a big win against the Rams on Thursday Night Football. They're coming off a 10 days rest. So again, another opponent that has 10 days to prepare for the Buccaneers. They're banged up, though. They have a lot of injuries. Receivers are banged up. Defensively, they're without Nick Bosa. Secondary's been kind of rough so far this year. Matthew Stafford just threw over, I think it was like 363 yards against them. So that shows well for the Buccaneers, because the Bucs run a very similar scheme to the Rams. So, and then the Lions, they just lost secondary pieces galore. They're without 2 of their starting corners, and now they're going to have to shift around. So that affects them. The Saints are the Saints. Again, they just got their first win, but still not a very good team. But again, it just shows how it's week to week, and Buccaneers have an opportunity to be 7-1 going into the bye. Like, that's not out of the question. But it all starts with San Francisco.
I mean, and don't take it lightly. Like, I think that's something what we did learn from last year with the Broncos game. I think Todd Bowles mentioned that as well. It's like these guys are more clicked in now. They understand the severity of every game and how pissed off Baker was of his one interception against the Eagles. He's like, oh, he remembers that. He got pissed off about it. I mean, it's literally like Baker's the only guy that when you rattle him, he plays better. Like the Seahawks prior to the game, you sent me those clips. They're trash talking him. I'm like,
that's where that's from.
Right? And it's like, that was at the end. He said, I told you, right?
Yeah.
It's like, just be quiet and he'll likely be all right.
Yeah.
But if you shit talk him, he's going to start lighting up and turn into something that you don't want to mess with. And it's wild. It's a different type of guy, different type of dude.
Yep. And Corey Hall says it. What a damn game. Big arm Baker, QB1 MVP. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, he's playing outstanding so far this year. I hope it continues. Hopefully we just continue to get better as we get more pieces back. And it'll be interesting to see what the injury report is going to look like this week. Hopefully we can get one of Jamel Dean or hopefully Benjamin Morrison can come back and help out the secondary. That would be huge to allow the defense to play a little bit more aggressive, and hopefully we can see some things happen against San Francisco. So yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be awesome because, again, it's a 4:25 start. They flex this game from 1 o'clock to 4:25. We're going to have Tony Romo and Jim Nantz on the call, so I think that's going to be really cool. I think I could be wrong. They probably called one of our games in 2021 or 2022, but I just remember Tony Romo and Jim Nantz calling that game in 2020 against the Chiefs. And we ended up, going to the Super Bowl that year. So hopefully we can have that kind of same luck again this year, but we'll see. It's going to be, I think, a good game because Kyle Shanahan has had Todd Bowles' number. I mean, San Francisco has beaten us quite often over the last several years. And I think, last year's game, it was a close game. We ended up losing it. What was it? 23-20. And I think it was only close because the kicker missed all those kicks, right? He missed like 3 or 4 kicks. And Baker had an opportunity with the offense to put the ball in the end zone, just couldn't get it done. We were also without a lot of players in that game. So injuries and all that, played a part. So, I mean, what's your thoughts on going up against San Francisco? What's your thoughts on them? Just the early initial thought.
About the foe or can we compete kind of thing? Like, I think
no, just against San Francisco. What are you expecting?
A very aggressive, hard fought game. That's every situation is going to matter. Like, it's going to be a coaching clinic probably offensively, and the defenses are probably just have to mix and match, and whoever causes turnovers. I mean, look at the Niners Rams game. Like that was an aggressive game. Like, to see the 49ers have injuries all over that defense too. Like, they're another injury riddled team, but they're winning, like just like us. So the fumble that they caused at the 1 yard line, the guy punches Kyren Williams in the face and then eventually hits him in the ball and it pops out, prevents him from a score. I mean, the Rams score there, they take control of the game. Like, little things like that matter, especially looking at the game we just played. Like, a very tight game, but we had we turned the ball over twice, and Baker didn't do anything. He had 0. He had nothing but touchdowns. So it's like, those things matter in closely coached games, right? Your defense has to force the hand of the other, or the special teams is going to do something. Because 2 well-coached teams, it's going to be like 2 guys butt heading. It's like, who's going to give, right? So it's going to be well coached all around. It's just who blinks first. And I don't think it's going to be dominant on any side, like how that 49ers game was with Tom Brady way back when. We got slaughtered. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be more what you're seeing recently. Heart attack type of football. But I think either way, you're going to be in it. It's just how quickly do they attack Charlie Heck, and how do we find a way to rush? Who's it going to be too? You don't even know. Brock Purdy or Mac Jones. So
yeah. I mean, Stephen Pryor brings up a good point. They probably are going to try to attack our linebackers. I think Kyle Shanahan does a great job of, attacking the Todd Bowles defense. He understands what, Bowles wants to do. He's going to, probably set it up with a passing first offense. He doesn't usually try to force feed Christian McCaffrey against us. I think, again, he's going to get his carries, but the Buccaneers do such a good job in that area as far as stopping the run. And I think we'll see a much better performance in that regard. But it's going to be tough as far as just making sure. The biggest thing is making sure guys are in the right spot, assignment sound. Like, we can't have those missed assignments like we did yesterday, especially with like McCollum, drifting into coverage and trying to do more than he needs to. Just play your spot, play your zones, and the play will be made. A lot of people are talking about Nick Jackson in the preseason, guys. I'll be honest, when I watched his tape, I wasn't that impressed. Again, it was against preseason guys, a lot of the guys that are not on NFL anymore. So I kind of lower the expectation for Nick Jackson. Again, he's on the practice squad, but I don't think he's going to be your answer there.
Let's also remember this. So I just looked at last year's game we played.
Yeah.
Baker had 116 yards and 1 touchdown with 2 sacks. But then you look at who we had to throw to.
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody. Yeah,
Cade Otton.
Yeah. Sterling Shepard was your wide receiver 1, and Cade Otton. And Cade Otton had 5 catches, 35 yards on 8 targets because he was your number 1 option.
Yeah.
So, like, we have a lot more this time to throw at them. We got to be able to, again, put it in Baker's hands and say, let's force the hand. Start early. Because if we do get a lead, things can happen. So you can't start slow. You cannot start. You got to keep pushing it in their face, especially with all the ways you can move the ball. Keep being consistent, be safe. And then when it's time to strike, you got to strike. And Baker's been doing that time and time again. It's like, I think I said it last live stream. People say it's like, oh, return to the mean. Like, it's almost like this is the mean. This is his normal now. It's like he is finally in an offense, the same offense 2 years in a row. And now it's his, and he knows where guys should be, and things are firing on all cylinders. And he's taking ownership of, shit, why'd I throw that? And he got pissed off about it. It's not an understanding or let's hold it because I don't know if the guy's going to break open. Like, he's doing a lot of things that quarterbacks that know what the hell is going on in front of them are normally doing. Like, I don't want to say Brady and Manning-esque yet, but he's reading the damn field pretty well right now.
Yeah, he is. And I think, again, it's like you talked about, being in the same offense, having the answers to the test, I think is really helping him. Again, he understands where he's going with the football before it's even snapped. And then also, if that first read is covered, he's doing a good job of either getting to that second read, or he's bailing completely, getting outside of the pocket, or trying to get yards by running. And if that doesn't fail, he's either finding an outlet or he's throwing it away, which we actually saw yesterday, which was great. I think the one he would like to have back is the sack that he took. Probably just want to get rid of that football on that one. But other than that, I mean, he's been playing at a very high level. Yeah, I agree. I think that was the best game we seen him play. A close second is probably the Green Bay Packers game in 23 with Dave Canales, and that was a great game to see live. Baker was outstanding in that one. But again, yesterday he was about perfect as you can be. So yeah, really good stuff. And again, like we were talking about, I think defensively, I think they are going to bounce back from yesterday. I think a lot of it is just you're going up against a very good offense, well executed on their part. And defensively, guys just got to make the plays. Like, they're in position. You got to make those plays. So I expect them to bounce back against San Francisco. We'll see how that shapes up. It's going to be really cool to get into the tape and diagnose and look at matchups and see what happens there. And again, we have film studies coming out later in the week. Definitely want to look at Rashad White, Tez Johnson, all of that. We're going to look at the offensive line again. And then defensively, again, we'll look into it. I want to look into Servasi Dennis because he's a big topic, especially in the chat here. But with that said, guys, be sure to hit that like button. Krillin set it up here. Be sure to slap it and help support the channel. We appreciate everyone here. If you're not, you can join our YouTube channel by becoming a member. I think it's $3.99. Get a lot of cool exclusive membership videos on the channel. Also, you can join our Substack. It's $5 for the month, $50 for the year. We got a bunch of content over there. Emeka Buka is up there, full film study. We have a lot of other ones, Elijah Roberts and Elijah Simmons, the Elijah boys, as Mark likes to call them, have a huge video over there. So it was a lot of good stuff and more to come. Yeah, more to come this week for sure. But be sure to hit that like button and help support. And I think, we're pretty much getting close to wrapping it up here. Mark, we'll get into just final thoughts and just a awesome game. And got to appreciate this team being 4-1 because the season goes way too fast. We're already in week 6.
Yeah.
Got to enjoy the wins as they come.
Yeah, we're tied for the best record in the league. No one's undefeated now. So you're up there still on top of your NFC South. If you're looking at it by quarters, you did well in the first quarter. Let's keep it up, right? No lulls. And it feels like every time there is a lull, we're facing the 49ers. So let's break that stigma and stay in all these games. Like, stay really close, stay in the lead, or hell, break one out, right? It's last year's game, you had KJ Britt and JJ Russell in the middle competing who the hell was going to start there. I think Servasi is better than both those guys.
Yeah.
I don't see why people keep pointing the finger at Dennis for yesterday's game. The first 2 weeks, it was his damn fault. Just cover the middle of the field or cover the running back. You're man on man.
Yeah.
So let's clean that up. But overall, everyone on the defense needs to clean it up from last week or yesterday. Forgive me.
Yeah.
But also, I saw this comment. Where is it? Damn it! I just had there we go. King Cook said, "I think the fact that we didn't have one false start penalty yesterday at the 12th man shows we are starting to dial it in on offense, and that's attributed to the offensive line unit being more in unison, right?
Yeah.
That's also Baker, like you said, getting everyone in order before the snap. He's literally saying, guys, come here, stop, you stay there, let's set, and let's go, right? It's being in control and command of your offense. And he's that floor general you need, and he's dialing it up. And, I agree with all facts of that. Like, it's almost like the more noise, the better we get. Because, I mean, we got our most false start penalties at home. How the hell is that even possible? So I agree with that point, and it's attributed to continuity on the offensive line and also Baker taking command to what's going on.
Yeah, I agree. Again, I think it's just that continuity starting to build, and it'll be interesting once Gedeke comes back. Is Haggard? And also you have Michael Jordan, who is injured on the practice squad. Like, what happens when he returns? Are they going to continue to roll with Haggard? I mean, I think if he can continue to show progress like he did yesterday, I think it makes sense to keep him in there. He already does a pretty good job as far as your run blocking goes. I think there's still areas where he can continue to improve. But I think you have to embrace that, and hopefully he continues to take those strides. And with Gedeke next to him, it probably looks a lot better than it does with Charlie Heck, because Charlie, God bless him, but it's not working. I mean, it's like Logan Hall. Like Logan Hall, we want to be this dominant player. That's just not going to happen. Like, we already know that ship has sailed a long time ago. we're just hoping for good. And yesterday he made the one play that mattered. His helmet got in the way, and that was huge. And, if Logan Hall decided to retire tomorrow, I think we would all celebrate him and put him in the Ring of Honor. Like, you have to do that. Like, I think it makes a lot of sense.
I think he's doing better. Plus, he's getting pressure. He's not against the run. He's still not the best.
No, against the run, he's terrible. Like, we can just forget about putting him on rundowns.
But I mean, in the passing game, he's being aggressive. He's getting pressure. Every game, you got to admit, he is getting in the face of the quarterback at least once or twice a game.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, admit it. Plus, just admit that.
Well, I'm gonna pull up his stats right now. His advanced analytics. Let's see how many pressures he's got on this season. Let's see.
Go easy on him.
Let's see what we got here. Logan Hall. Let's see what the old NFL pro has to say. So on the year, okay. I mean, not bad, but not great. He's got 6 pressures on the year.
Okay.
Yeah,
more than one a game, almost.
And I will say, he's got 4 of the 6 pressures in the last 2 games.
Told you.
So that is a step up. That is a step up. And he had 4 tackles yesterday, surprisingly so.
Surprise.
He had 4 tackles, 2 stops. So, yeah, I mean, to say it was probably his best game of the year, I think that's fair. And he also made the most important play, which get that helmet right in the way of that football. And he did it to perfection. I mean, the execution on that play was outstanding.
Flawless. It was damn near flawless.
Yeah. It was really good.
Also, I just found this legit clip of Haggard, so we're going to give him some credit.
Okay.
Because I found it so fast. Look at this boy. This is on K-Dot and Screen Pass. Let's zoom this in. Actually, can you pull that up?
Yeah, I can pull it up. There you go. Oh, wait. No, not yet. Hold on. What do I need? Oh, remove this. There we go. Okay.
So check out your boy Haggard, 72 on the K-Dot and Screen Pass. Watch him get out in space. Heck just goes out in space using his big body. But old Haggard showing the signs. Let me block. Barton and him get out in there in space. Blocking. My boy's staying with it. Barton got level at the end, but still, like, for a big guy, he's like 6'7" too. Getting out there in space like that. Give 72 some props. I'll take it. I'll take blocking like that till the whistle blows.
Yeah, that's really good. Again, great athleticism by tight end 1 there to get over the defender. Again, good hands, jump, maintain balance, get outside. That's really good stuff.
Getting upfield.
Yep. And it could have been a penalty as well because they kind of creamed him out of bounds. But we digress. It's fine.
I mean,
but
if there's anything, it should have been a horse collar earlier on Ibuka, but it's not going to get called.
Yeah, I mean, one of these days we'll have a podcast just for the officiating because it's been pretty bad everywhere, like all the games. I mean, even in tonight's Monday Night Football game, it's been bad. But yeah, I mean, what a game. I'm going to have to take it easy this week as far as making sure my blood pressure is prepared for next Sunday. And who knows, maybe we'll be at that game. We'll have to see. Maybe we'll make it happen.
Right.
But it's going to be a good one because, again, you have 2 really good teams, 4-1 versus 4-1. Awesome stuff. And hopefully Buccaneers can continue to get healthy, and we'll just have to see how it plays out. But I think that's going to do it for us for tonight, guys. Appreciate all the support, everyone in the comments. It was great seeing you all. Brandon Williams, Stephen Pryor, John V, Krillin, Steven, as always, everyone in here. Awesome job. So much appreciated. And I think with that said, we're going to, wrap it up. Go Bucs, 4-1, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Woo!